Hello, good evening. Nealay Patel here at Jesse James Beads, and I am the official designer bringing you inspiration, creative ideas, and new techniques for your everyday jewelry creativity. So tonight, I've got a very special technique for you, and here is what it is. What we'll be creating. These very special earrings. I've made one, and I'm going to show you how to make the other one live here. But this is awesome because for so many reasons. First of all, these beads are from the New Goddesses collection, and these are specifically, this is a mini mix from the Norse goddesses. Beautiful collection. Once I pan down the camera, I could show you what it looks like, the different beads that are in it. But what I did want to show you is this technique. Ooh, let's see if I can focus right there. Many of you may remember this technique. It is my no technique earrings, as I like to call them. They're wire wrapped. But here's what we did different this time. We actually added seed beads to them into that wire cage. And so it gives it a little pop of color, which I really love. And it's a simple, easy technique. And I want to show it to you guys again using this particular method of applying seed beads. So let me pan my camera down and I can show you what materials and tools I'm going to be working with, okay? All right, here is my board. As you can see, I've got everything kind of laid out in such a fashion, but hopefully we don't get too much of a shadow there. There we go. All right, firstly, I want to show you this beautiful goddesses collection, Norse goddesses here. Oh my gosh, but check out how deliciously delicious those are. I love these little hearts that are in it. I think that's a really cool, clever charm. And I think that there's some really special components. So if you haven't heard about any of this at all, check out www.jessejamesbeads.com for the full preview of this beautiful, well-developed, colorful, amazing collection called the Goddesses. You'll see it on the front banner. The earrings that we're making tonight, though, you can get, I think you can get hundreds of combinations out of it just with how little these beads use, but also the different types of combinations you can make from it. So, the materials, we'll need an earring hook, which I have here on the side. We'll need beads from the Goddesses collection. I have this really fun little tassel that I pulled out from it, and a couple other beads. We'll need some size 11 seed beads. Now, let me track off subject here for a second. Well, on subject, really, if it's about seed beads. But I wanted to show you the different types of seed beads that are out there. Now, this is close to what I'm using. It's a size 11, but it's in a different color that you could pick up really anywhere at any local craft or bead store. But what I wanted to show you are these cool, like, other shapes that you can get and combine with the Jesse James beads. So you could really do some spectacular design. There's all kinds of shapes and sizes. These are little dragon scales, and then these are little lentil beads, or if you wanted some spikes in them. So these are just some things to keep in mind when you're designing. You could really kind of take this to that next level. So here again, I'm just using the round seed beads, which are super fun. Okay, and then of course I'm going to be using some parawire, which is backwards on my camera here, but it is 26 gauge, which looks like this. And it's thin. Parawire has dead soft wire, which is really easy to work with, and that's why I absolutely love it, because it is great for my delicate little fingers, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is kind of string everything together. So I'm going to put on my little focal bead, and then this top one here. And what I want to do is string on the tassel at the bottom. Now here's where it gets a little bit different in terms of how we're going to apply this. You can do this a couple different ways. What I recommend is actually making that simple loop at the top, that way your beads don't fall out, so let's do that first. And for that, you're gonna need some round nose pliers, which I have here. Grab some real quick. And we're just gonna make a little wrapped loop there at the top. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and bend this at a 90-degree angle like that. And then I'm going to twist my wire all the way around so that it's formed onto my round plier. And that way you could see I got like a pretty good round shape. My wires are kind of crossing at a perpendicular angle, but then simply you'll just grab the loop with your pliers and twist and wrap that base wire a couple times, just like that. And then you can just, I'm going to do that one more time actually. There we go. Again, because it is dead soft, it is super easy to use, as you can kind of see. And then I just want to trim it off with a pair of cutters, and that'll complete my top loop, just like that. If there's a little piece sticking out, whoops, then you can use your chain nose pliers to tuck that in. So there we go. Sometimes it'll want to slip, but just keep working with it and it'll kind of tuck it. There we go. All right, so now at the bottom, what I'm gonna do is kind of measure a little bit out and then just bend my wire in half like that. And here's sort of the fun part, because I'm using about a foot, by the way, of the 26 gauge wire. But all you do is you can either grab it with your fingers, or in this case, I'm gonna use a tool to kind of keep my hands out of the way. And you'll simply just wrap that wire in a very messy fashion to make it fun. And I'll do this for half my wire so that I get a good base established. And then I can go in and string my seed beads and then start to wrap it after that. So let's add these guys in. After you guys have learned this technique, please post some photos onto the Jesse James Beads page. We would absolutely just be elated to see some of your beautiful creations that you make using the techniques that we come up with. Okay, there we go. Also, Jesse James Beads does contests, so definitely keep your eye open for those. They do announce them on the website, so definitely check it out. Okay, so once I've kind of strung those in place, I can kind of like wrap this around with a few beads at a time, and that'll give me the dispersed seed bead look that I'm going for. So again, no special technique, just wrap it to your liking, and when you get to the end, all you do is just take your round nose pliers and twist it and tuck it in. So you can kind of see it already gave me a pretty cool look, just a little extra pop of color and contrast there at the bottom for my earring. And after that, you just simply attach it to your earring hook. So no time at all, because we love quick and easy projects. Here we go. And we're ready to go to our party, right? All right. Let me flip the camera back around and I'm going to show you guys what we made tonight. Whew, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so we just made these special earrings. Aren't those just glamorous? Again, these beads came from the Norse goddesses collection, and you know, truthfully, I don't know which is my favorite of the 3 different regions that they picked out. I think they're an absolute gorgeous collection. So this brings me to the end of the tutorial, and so if you guys love this tutorial, check out YouTube. We're on YouTube, and subscribe to us. Just search for us. You'll find us. Don't forget to, if you love these videos on Facebook, to turn on the notifications, because if you get that, then you will see me pop up and you can tune in and ask questions or comment. And if you love me, which I hope you do, I have a brand called Beads and Bubbles that I'm super excited about. This is a jewelry making happy hour that I do once a month, every Wednesday, every last Wednesday of the month. And I just pick out a project and do it with you guys. I have kits available on my Etsy, nealaypatel.etsy.com, as well as some other knickknacks on there too. The idea here is to inspire, create, and connect. So I leave you with that, my friends, tonight, and I will see you again here soon. Have a fantastic evening.